Okay, we have Noah's breaststroke. Good start. Good streamline. Okay, get a little bit stronger dolphin kick with that pull out. One thing you want to avoid is head position movement. And as you can see, if I kept my head in that position right there, in line with my body, which means my head's in line with my body, kind of like a ski jumper, that's going to help me lean into every stroke, and that's going to help me keep the stroke going forward. What happens is, when you start dipping the head, the stroke becomes more of an up and down bobbing stroke, and so I'm not moving forward as much. I'm not going in so much as a wave motion, because if we're leaning forward, we're going to constantly be going like this. What's going to happen is, if you do a bob stroke, you're going to go like this. And so that's going to create a lot more strokes. It's going to not be as efficient. I like the kick. The kick is strong and powerful. Just make sure that you're getting that kick just a little bit more better timed with the pull. The other thing is, watch how far you're dropping the elbows in next to the body. The hands are staying out in front, which is good, but you want to watch not to drop the elbows too far in, because if you do, that's also going to slow down that stroke. Head's almost in that right position, but you're still doing a little bit too much neck movement and looking up and down, up and down. Overall, great job. Keep up the good work. All right, we got Noah's breaststroke. A little deep there, and you can see how we kind of have to float up now. You want to be a little bit, kind of almost half it. And what I mean by half of it is this: if this was the top of the water and this is the bottom, I want to be about right here in the middle when I do my underwater pull out. So I would dive in here, I'd hit the pull out, and I'd start planing back up. You don't want to go too deep, because then I got to force my way back up, and I'm forcing my way up straight up. So it's making it a lot more difficult. One big thing you can look at is the kick, and you want to turn those feet out just a little bit sooner. The other thing that I want you to look at is the body position. I think you made good adjustments on that, especially when we worked on that. And you saw that how the body position affected both the butterfly and the breaststroke in the same manner. That we want to keep the stroke moving forward. We don't want to move it up and down. And you kind of see there, I'm kind of moving my head and my neck. You want to keep that head in the same line with the body. You want it to be in that same line with the body and always pushing forward. Like to see you bring the hands in just a little bit more, just right in front of the body, not underneath it, but in front of the body. And you can kind of see I'm bringing my head up a little bit too much, so what happens is my body becomes more vertical in the water. And what happens with that kind of stroke is I come up, be vertical, I got to come back down because I've just gone straight up, and then I go forward. What we want to do is we want to keep the flow going. We want to keep the wave going of the breaststroke, and that's why we want to keep that head in line and not move the head from the neck. I think just getting the kick out a little bit wider, getting a little bit more power there is going to help you a lot. But great job making adjustments during this week.